Santo Domingo is expanding rapidly. Surging economic growth has pushed the city's borders outward, creating a sprawling, highly active metropolis. This image captures the roots of the capital, with its narrow streets and traditional colonial-era architecture. Today, those same historic corridors are struggling to process the traffic, commerce, and infrastructure demands of a 21st-century economy. This photograph shows the dense, modern skyline that has emerged in response. Professionals flock to the city center for economic opportunities, but they are increasingly exhausted by the daily gridlock, the relentless noise, and the lack of walkable green spaces. That exhaustion has created a unique market demand, and the sector of Renacimiento has positioned itself to capture it. It operates as a deliberately engineered safe haven, designed specifically to solve the tension between central access and suburban peace. By actively rewriting its own zoning laws, Renacimiento is setting a new standard for the capital's future. It is actively redesigning its urban layout to balance high-end, centralized living with genuine tranquility. Usually, major urban rezoning happens from the top down. Outside developers push for higher density, and local residents push back, leading to years of legal friction and stalled projects. In Renacimiento, the exact opposite happened. The push to modernize the grid and allow taller, denser buildings was heavily demanded and initiated by the people who already lived here. This table from the official planning document breaks down the neighborhood consensus. Looking specifically at Quadro 3, we can see that nearly 75% of surveyed residents officially voted in favor of increasing the sector's housing density. For developers and prospective buyers, this metric is crucial. It means capital can be deployed into building premium residential towers without the usual community resistance or permitting delays. This level of local buy-in removes the traditional bottlenecks of urban development. It signals a massive, highly secure baseline of demand for investors looking to capitalize on the area's growth. The legal mechanism driving this growth is Ordinance No. 2/2024, recently passed by the National District City Council. This piece of legislation rewrites the financial geometry of the sector. It takes older, expansive single-family lots and legally clears them to be converted into high-yield, vertical real estate. This chart details the specific building characteristics now permitted. If developers consolidate enough land, specifically lots over 1,500 square meters, they are legally approved to build up to 11 levels, reaching 38.5 meters in height. As a result, the architectural profile of the neighborhood is rapidly shifting toward a skyline of premium, multifamily residential towers. By mathematically multiplying the amount of buildable square footage on a single plot of land, the ordinance increases the underlying value of the dirt itself, opening a clear window for high capital appreciation. Adding vertical density increases the potential yield, but to actually command premium real estate valuations, developers must offer an exceptional lifestyle at street level. To ensure this, the ordinance includes a strict mandate for complete, human-centric streets, legally forcing builders to prioritize pedestrian mobility over vehicle traffic. We can see this in the exact text of Article 36, which explicitly requires all new construction to dedicate a continuous surface of 4.5 meters in width, strictly for sidewalks and green strips. Accompanying this is the Arbolado Urbano provision. Developers are legally required to plant medium and large native trees along these expanded walkways, creating a natural canopy to cool the pavement and lower the ambient temperature. These forced infrastructure rules ensure that walkability and shaded streets are guaranteed by law. It is a calculated urban mechanism designed to lock in a premium, comfortable standard of living. For a neighborhood to truly attract high-income professionals, quiet residential streets need immediate access to vibrant urban amenities. By rewarding builders for including retail, the sector is naturally cultivating a network of high-end boutique coffee shops, bakeries, and essential services that blend seamlessly into the residential blocks. This legally engineered mix of housing and commerce creates a highly sought-after 15-minute city lifestyle, making Renacimiento an incredibly attractive target for young, affluent buyers in the capital. The final test for any serious real estate investment is long-term risk mitigation. Buyers need to know that the environment driving their property value, their plusvalia, will be protected. This map illustrates the 2030 Territorial Organization Plan. it legally locks Renacimiento into specific residential and mixed-use categories, ensuring the development trajectory is permanently mapped out for the next decade. To guarantee the peace of the neighborhood, Article 48 lists strict negative constraints. High nuisance and high noise businesses, including bars, discotheques, vape shops, and casinos, are explicitly prohibited from operating in the sector. Investors are looking at a sector that combines high-yield vertical density and a vibrant pedestrian street life, all backed by strict legal protections against noise and chaos. Renacimiento is executing a highly calculated master plan. Through data-driven zoning and strong local consensus, it provides a highly secure, mathematically sound blueprint for urban real estate investment in the Dominican Republic.